Okay guys, so I've got a banger for you in this video. We are watching John Riel Casimero from the Philippines take on Cesar Ramirez Lora from Mexico. This fight was scheduled for the WBO Interim World Bantamweight title and the location was Manila, Philippines. Both fighters were coming off successful victories where Casimero achieved a knockout and Ramirez took a unanimous decision victory. Okay, thoughts and opinions at the end. Let's get straight into the action.
Once again, to give instructions, here's referee Ramon Peña.
Casimero on second principal. Okay, gentlemen, you received instructions in your corner. Ustedes ya recibieron instrucciones en su esquina. Remember, protect yourself and respect my commands all the time. Recuerden protegerse y respetar mis comandos en todo momento. Touch gloves and God bless both of you.
Well, you know the kind of rivalry and battles we've seen in the ring, Kenito, between the Filipinos and Mexico, and we're expecting this fight to be the same. There you go. We have the challenger Ramirez, 31 years old, Casimero, 30. Ramirez, the much taller fighter, and yesterday he came in at 117.6. Casimero eventually made it to 118 limit, but as you said, Ramirez is undefeated in 3 years, Kenito.
That's right, and the height is unknown. Well, actually, he's 5'6", and we also want to make a change here. He has lost 3 times, but the record is correct, 11 knockouts in 18 wins, as you see Senator Manny Pacquiao.
Round number 1!
And Mayor Chavit Singson at ringside.
Here we go, 12 rounds of boxing for the interim WBO World Bantamweight Championship belt. The winner will face the regular champion Tete from South Africa.
You see that Ramirez is a very wiry, long-limbed fighter.
Yes.
Certainly much taller than Casimero.
What an explosive start here for Casimero, who really likes his right hand, as we've seen in previous fights, Kenito.
Well, Casimero is a very, very aggressive fighter. As you see, he's leading off with the left hand, but his right hand is always cocked. That's the big punch that he wants to unload. That right hand, it can be either a right straight or a right hook or a right cross.
You can see Ramirez, they're using his height advantage there with a jab early on. But Casimero wanting to let his power be known early, it seems like.
But you also see the left hand of Casimero dangling sometimes down his sides, opening him up for a possible counter overhand right coming from Ramirez.
Well, you know, as we mentioned earlier, Ramirez has come down in weight. He has fought in the 122-pound division in his last 3 fights, I believe, and he's come down to challenge Casimero here in the 118-pound division.
Casimero looking to shorten the distance between him and Ramirez. He's moving in, looking to unload those short punches. Ramirez, I expect him to throw that left jab a lot more.
Yeah.
Just to be able to throw off Casimero's rhythm.
Well, you know, yesterday he said he's a very versatile fighter. He can be a puncher, he can be a boxer. Moves well, got boasted of power from both hands. Let's see as we get into the last minute of this first round. Oh, you can see both of them just like, with so much energy.
But right now, Ramirez is fighting a very defensive fight. He's moving away, taking a step back. Now missing with a shot. He looks very tentative at this stage.
Yes.
We're talking of Ramirez.
And of course, Cuadro Alas, the Filipino, trained alongside Manny Pacquiao in Los Angeles and in Las Vegas when Manny was preparing for the Keith Thurman fight. Run with him, did some mitts with him. Oh yeah, very tentative Ramirez. Looking a little bit unsure of himself at this point.
Right hand scored there by Casimero. Ramirez, very quick on his feet, moving around Casimero.
And Casimero has 18 knockouts in 27 wins. You can see as we hear the bell to signify the end of round 1. First 3 minutes of the round, Kenito, how did you see that?
I thought Casimero showed much more aggressiveness. Ramirez a little bit tentative, taking a shot to the midsection that time. Casimero landing with a right
there, yeah.
I thought he was varying his punches, Diane. Upstairs, downstairs.
And there you see Ramirez taking a deep breath.
You know, his body looks a little frail.
Oh, it was very frail yesterday at the weigh-in. We see Manny Pacquiao there and good friend Chavit Singson waving to the crowd. And very exciting bout here that that Manny has come up with. And there you see Senator.
We really have to thank you for making this all possible. It's free to the public.
Free to the public. Here we go. Round 2. Casimero, the Filipino, is the interim WBO World Champion, fighting to hopefully get a chance to be regular champion.
That long reach, Diane, of Ramirez may be a bit of a problem here for Casimero, especially if Ramirez starts using that left jab.
Well, he's going to have to come in quick as the shorter fighter. You can see him trying to duck a little bit and to get under the shot.
I think the key word here for Casimero is pressure. He needs to put a lot of pressure on Ramirez, put him on his back foot, put him against the ropes, and get Ramirez to fight the tempo of Casimero.
I think at this point, yeah, Casimero should be a little bit more aggressive to solidify his control of the fight. Let Ramirez feel his power early on.
Third man in the ring, of course, is from Puerto Rico, Ramon Peña. Got an all-star cast here among our judges.
Yes. So Casimero was formerly the light flyweight title from 2012 to 2014. He also held the IBF flyweight title, which he vacated to move up in weight. Now hoping to get a chance to be a world champion again. He's 30 years old.
You know, I'm seeing that Casimero is having a little bit of difficulty here with his timing. And it may be also because of the weight problems that he had. So it's important that he gets his timing on track so that his reflexes are able to react very quickly to whatever opportunity he can seize inside that ring.
Yes, he's not quite getting his rhythm yet. He's, as you said, Mexican is a very wily type of fighter.
But you know, we're seeing very little offense from Ramirez.
True. And he's, yeah, looking like still trying to find his offense. Casimero must be loving this fighting in front of his hometown crowd.
Now, one thing about Ramirez is that he's used to going 12 rounds. In his last 3 fights, 2 of those 3 fights actually went to 12th round before he scored a knockout. And then his last fight, he went 12 rounds. So this guy is used to going the distance. He's a survivor.
Missing on the right. Well, Ramirez trying to be more aggressive now, Quinito, but still missing. Slip.
There's a slip. Slick spot there in the corner.
End of round 2. Okay,
here's
there's
Scott Farrell, head of production, making things happen here.
Scott Farrell, yep. Motioning to, oh, the Manny Pacquiao look-alike.
Wait a minute.
He's sitting beside the He's not fooled, right? He knows where the real Manny Pacquiao is sitting. As we go back to the action from the second round. Short stabbing left hook from the Mexican there. Misses on that right.
Nice head movement on the part of Casimero.
Yep.
And
evaded that right there, and there's the slip.
Ramirez failing to connect. You know, earlier we saw Scott Farrell. Of course, Sean Gibbons also playing a major role in making this promotion happen.
Yes.
MP Promotions head Sean Gibbons.
Hello to all our viewers from around the world. Also, hello to Mrs. Jinky Pacquiao, who I hear is watching with good friend Roy Bacalso. And also to my good friend Tolentino.
Nice overhand right scored there by Ramirez. And Casimero, you get the feeling that he wants to turn this into a brawl.
Yes.
You know, he wants to turn this into something that will make him feel comfortable inside the ring. I don't think Casimero is comfortable fighting from a distance. He needs to be able to get inside his opponent's head, inside the strike zone, and start throwing those combinations. He wants to throw bombs. That's Casimero's style.
Yep, and he wants to win impressively in front of his countrymen.
Now he's measuring his opponent. He's moving in, but he's got to be careful. Ramirez looking to counter.
Quick movements there from Casimero.
Ramirez is not in a hurry. He's not even throwing those left jabs. He's looking to counter. He knows that Casimero is going to come in. So when he does, he's going to be prepared to throw that right. And for Casimero, once he comes charging in, it can't just be one shot. It just can't be the right hand. That time a nice left hand.
That was a
beautiful
knockdown.
left
That's
hand.
a knockdown.
Beautiful left hand.
Nice counter there, perfectly timed. And Ramirez says, you know, sometimes when you get hit in a certain spot, Kenito, you can't help yourself. You just go down, as we saw. Now Casimero looking.
I thought it was an excellent feint by Casimero. Ramirez thought the right hand was coming, and so did we. All of a sudden, he threw the left hand, and catching Ramirez off guard, putting him down on the canvas for the first knockdown in the fight.
Beautiful variation from the Filipino, Casimero. Last 27 seconds left in round 3.
And you also like the patience here of Casimero. He's not
doesn't
He's
seem
not
to be
reckless.
rushing. Yeah.
He's not getting careless. He's got a knockdown here, but he's not rushing things. He's looking for the right opening, the right opportunity to put his man away. And if it doesn't happen, he'll wait another round.
So happy to see Casimero focused and really waiting for the right. And that wrestling move ends round 3. So very good round there for John Riel Casimero, scoring 1 knockdown, and we're going to show you that in a bit.
And let's relive the action in the previous round. That time Ramirez scoring with the right hand.
So Ramirez misses, and then Casimero perfectly times that left, and you can see his knees buckled and he just went down.
And then a little bit of wrestling towards the end of the round.
Okay, there's the MPBL Commissioner Kenneth Duremdes.
Captain Marbel himself, the PBA legend.
For our fans around the world, Pacquiao also has his own basketball league here in the Philippines, aside from producing this boxing promotions.
Now Cesar Ramirez, he has not lost in his last 6 fights. His last loss was in 2016, 3 years ago, in a decision loss to Ryan Burnett in England. Ramirez thinking that he needs to be more offense-minded now. He's throwing that left hand, the left jab.
Confident Casimero, but as you said, not rushing, taking his time.
But Casimero is not throwing any jabs. He's looking for a big punch. He's looking for the killer blow.
Yeah.
Now Ramirez starting to get his punches together, trying to show some rhythm here. He's boxing Casimero, while Casimero wants to punch, not box. He wants to throw the big hands.
Mexican corner cheering him on. Very determined fighter, as we know Mexicans to be. You want to get back in this round after suffering a knockdown in round 3. Ramirez looks at his corner. Has 2 children, all back in Mexico. Says they're his biggest inspiration as he tries to land some shots here.
Not too much activity on the part of Casimero in this round.
Yeah, surprising.
It looks like he's pacing himself.
Yeah.
We're in for the long haul, and you know that Casimero, he also likes to go distance. Last fight, it took him 12 rounds to take care of Ricardo Espinosa to win the interim WBO Bantamweight Championship. Fighters seem to be just pawing at each other.
Ramirez moving forward. Well, there's Casimero now with 25 seconds left in this round.
Well, you know, this round is up for grabs.
Ramirez, yep.
Whoever is able to throw more punches here towards the end can get this round.
10 seconds.
Actually, this is a good round for Ramirez.
Yes.
I will give him this round. Mexican bouncing back from a knockdown in the previous round.
Well, Casimero somewhat silent in that round, Kenito.
I was surprised. Well, he might have also thrown a lot of punches in the previous round, so he wanted to conserve his energy. It's a long haul. We're going 12 rounds here.
Action from the last round. Ramirez, the taller fighter, goes to the body.
JC Manangkil of Sandman Boxing Promotion, enjoying the action. Scott Farrell.
There's the Mexican corner. A really good sized crowd here at the San Andres Sports Complex for our main event. Philippines versus Mexico. Diane Castillejo with Kenito Henson proudly.
Of John Riel Casimero. He sort of took the previous round off.
Yeah.
He coasted in round number 4. Now in round number 5, there's a slip. There's a slip. Oh, they call a knockdown. They call a knockdown.
Ramirez is not happy with that call.
Oh, they call a knockdown. Well, that was a flash knockdown, but referee Ramon Peña must have seen a punch. We didn't see it. We didn't see the punch. But he must have seen it very clearly because he was very decisive in making that call. He called the knockdown. Ramirez now down twice in this fight.
Let's see what Casimero does from here on. 2 knockdowns for the Filipinos so far. Nice right hook there.
That's a big one. That's a big punch.
Casimero, another right.
Oh,
what a
nice shot.
Wow, solid right from the Mexican.
Ooh. Now that got Casimero's attention.
Yep. This is getting interesting, Kenito.
And both fighters now throwing bombs.
Whoa.
This is the kind of action the fans came here to see. Now combinations coming from Ramirez. Remember, he went down.
Yeah, he's going to want to get back.
Casimero now backpedaling.
Huh. Yeah, you would think that Casimero would be a little bit more aggressive after. Right punch block, and there's a double jab there. Ramirez gets through. Casimero backing up.
Now you see the height difference between the two. Clearly the much taller fighter is Ramirez.
Ramirez using his reach.
Ramirez showing a little more confidence here as this round progresses.
Well, he needs to.
Yeah, he
He
did
needs
go
to catch
down.
up.
He did go down early in this round, but he did also catch Casimero with some nice combinations. There he is throwing his left and right. Casimero's holding on.
Ooh, Casimero with his back against the ropes gets out. Ramirez last 10 seconds of the round.
And Casimero needs to pick it up defensively. Now we need to watch that
Yeah, I want to see
knockdown
that
once
knockdown.
more. Referee Peña calling a knockdown very early in this round.
Ramirez not happy with the call. We're gonna have a look back at that knockdown in round 5 in just a minute. Here it is. Oh, it was a hit in the back of the head.
There was that shot, the right hand, but that didn't cause the knockdown. And then there was that big punch, the right hand.
Yeah, you can see that wobbled Casimero.
So from that slow-mo replay, as you see Sean Gibbons, head of MP Promotions.
Yes, being very busy for this fight card. There's Senator Manny Pacquiao, the man behind it all, and Chavit Singh Son.
But that knockdown that the referee called might not have been a legitimate knockdown. Could have been a slip. Anyway, the call will stay. And now we're in round number 6.
Okay, middle of the fight now.
I thought towards the end of round number 5, Ramirez came on strong.
Okay, so the referee there warning Casimero about locking the head of Ramirez. There's a solid left from Casimero. He tries to follow it up.
Now Ramirez is within Casimero's sights. That's where he wants Ramirez.
Crowd getting behind Casimero.
Ramirez needs some distance. A nice shot to the body by Casimero that time. See, when there's distance, Ramirez is able to use his reach to tag Casimero. So Casimero has to come closer.
Throws it in.
To Ramirez, put his head on Ramirez's chest and wail away. Nice shot to the body there by Casimero from short distance.
Ramirez answers. Not much sting in his punch though. I thought I saw a little bit of some sign of fatigue in the side of Ramirez in the last break, but as you said, he's known to last 12 rounds.
He's a survivor, but I also see a little bit of blood coming out of the nose of Ramirez.
One minute to go in round 6.
You know, the way I see it, Casimero is conserving his energy for that big punch. So he's not throwing any jabs. He's really looking to load up. Just one big punch to put the Mexican away.
Right.
Oh,
Ooh,
nice shot.
that was a big right from Ramirez.
That time he had his
another
distance.
right. Oh, Ramirez now pouring it on.
Big round here for Ramirez. Casimero backtracking. And Casimero forced to hold on.
Yeah, you can see he's feeling these punches and whoa. Mexican corner getting really excited. Another strong right from the Mexican. He's pouring it on, Kenita, right here.
A big round here for Ramirez. That time Casimero throwing the right hand.
Crowd loving the action.
And this fight is not going to go to distance.
No,
nice
both.
shot. Casimero throwing one punch after the other, along with Ramirez. What action we're watching!
Okay, we're gonna listen in to the corner of Casimero. No audio right now, though. Okay, let's have a look back at that action-packed round. Casimero with a strong right to the body.
And then the big right hand
big right
coming from Ramirez. But I thought Ramirez took that shot to the body really well. This guy can take a punch. And there's a right hand coming from Ramirez. I thought that was a good round for Ramirez overall. Although Casimero made it a little close toward the end of round number 6. Now we're in round number 7.
Stamina coming into play here as we go into the second half of this bout. John Riel Casimero and Cesar Ramirez fighting for the right to fight the regular champion Tete from South Africa in the bantamweight division.
There have been 2 knockdowns scored in this fight so far, both by John Riel Casimero in the 3rd round and the 5th round.
You're right, Kenito, blood from the nose of the Mexican as Casimero let out a strong right-left combination.
Again, Casimero needs to come closer to Ramirez, while Ramirez needs to fend him off, keep him away, get that distance so we can score that right hand.
Well, I agree with you. He's just looking to unload that right, looking for the right time. But we know the Mexican heart.
You know, we were talking about how Casimero may be conserving his energy for the big punch. I think it's the same thing with Ramirez. He's not throwing the left jab any longer. He's also looking for that one punch. He knows that he's down.
Yeah, he has to come up with something big.
Exactly. He's been down twice. He knows he's going on points.
Wow!
There we go.
That was a solid right from Casimero. And Ramirez holds on. Whoa!
Both fighters are down. Referee pulling them apart.
Solid.
Oh, unbelievable.
What a heavy hand that was.
You also see that Ramirez is breathing from the mouth. He's having difficulty breathing because of the blood.
Oh, another solid right from Casimero.
And he's down.
Oh.
He's down. They're going to call a knockdown.
Wow.
A solid
Casimero
flurry.
went through the ropes there.
But Casimero needs to be in a neutral corner. He needs to be in a neutral corner.
Wow.
Referee didn't see it. Another big punch coming from Casimero. There's blood.
Oh man, this is all heart now for the Mexican. Whoa! Another, oh boy!
One more big punch, and this could be it. Oh, the mouthpiece.
Oh, the mouthpiece.
Okay, they call Taibid back again. And he's really on shaky legs. Ramirez may not know where he is at this point. He's on rubbery legs.
What a round for the Filipino John Riel Casimero.
What a bounce back round for Casimero. All hard, all power. And watch it right here.
Oh, there's another big left there from Casimero.
That was the big punch, the right hand. And then Casimero, as we were saying, he needed to crowd Ramirez, get into his chest. And a big punch there, scored by Casimero with a left hand.
But look at that fighting spirit from the Mexican. Wobbled, almost going down, but keeping himself up.
So Ramirez has now gone down thrice in this fight. 3 knockdowns have been scored by Casimero.
And the crowd is on its feet here at the San Andres Sports Complex in Manila. We are into round 8. 3 knockdowns scored by the Filipino.
Ramirez is still on shaky legs right here. And for Casimero,
looking for a couple of big ones to
he's
finish
looking for
off.
the coup de grace. He's looking to end this fight. Oh, nice. Nice shot there by Ramirez.
Ramirez fights back.
Oh, look at Ramirez.
Oh, what a heart. Mexican warrior.
Whoa. All of a sudden, Ramirez exploding and catching Casimero.
You can see Casimero also breathing hard.
Yeah. We threw a lot of punches in the previous round.
That was a very strenuous round for him.
And he was looking to knock out his opponent, so the volume of punches that he had really went sky high.
Yep, mouth open, a lot of deep breaths. That took a lot out of him. Right, you can see him.
Yeah, both these fighters, I think, are out to catch their breath.
Oh, solid uppercut, Casimero.
Casimero is moving in, but he can't get careless. Casimero has a tendency to open up once he moves in, and Ramirez is a very smart fighter.
Crowd is loving this fight. Left and right combo from Casimero to the body. It's Ramirez coming forward, but he gets tagged by Casimero. You see the legs of Ramirez are very slim, especially his calves. He's letting his hands go, but not much power behind that shot. But he wants to stay busy to signal to Casimero that he's still in this fight.
Again, you like the patience of Casimero, not rushing things. He had his opponent almost out on his feet for good in the previous round. But he wants to make sure that he's got gas in his tank. We are scheduled for 12. We are in round number 8.
Well, you know the tremendous energy it needs to, to let out those punches in boxing. Look, that was a solid right from
right hand. And Casimero
answers back. Beautiful upstairs hitting from the Filipino. Getting a lot of adrenaline from the crowd, both fighters. Take a look back at the last round. Ooh, solid left there from Ramirez.
That was the shot that Ramirez threw that caught Casimero. This is turning out to be a battle of attrition, although Casimero way ahead on points at this stage with 3 knockdowns scored in 3 different rounds.
Round 9.
Ramirez is showing he still got it. He still has some stuff left.
Tremendous durability and heart. I mean, we thought he was almost going with, what was that, round 7?
That's right. That's when he went down. He went down in rounds 3, 5, and 7.
Through the ropes.
His nose has been bloodied. He's had difficulty breathing from the nose and from the mouth, but he's still standing up. He's still throwing. That's Cesar Ramirez, the Mexican gladiator.
Now Ramirez connecting with the left and the uppercut.
Casimero looking a little shaky here.
Oh boy, what a fight.
Taking some shots.
Casimero showing some signs of fatigue.
I thought during the timeout just before this round started, I heard him in his corner taking really deep breaths.
Yes.
And he was gasping. So again, stamina, resistance. Is he in condition to go 12 rounds? He had difficulty making the weight in yesterday's weigh-in.
Right, and Ramirez having to come down in weight. Ramirez trying to go to the body. Boy.
It's been all Ramirez in this round. Casimero just looking to hold on. That time he scored with a left hand. Scored with a nice left hand.
Got the mouthpiece off again, off Ramirez, I believe. Referee hands it to the corner. Let's have a look at the action there. Oh boy,
Yeah.
see that left hook threw out that mouthpiece.
Now, when a fighter deliberately spits out his mouthpiece, just like Keith Thurman did, he needs to get a warning from the referee. But if a punch dislodges a mouthpiece, just like what happened, no warning.
Strong body shot there from Casimero, and Ramirez holds on. Referee breaks them up.
Now, maybe that's what Casimero needs to do. Attack the body.
Yeah. You're right. He seems to be going for the knockout upstairs. But we know how effective a body shot can be as we see the end of round 9.
That's a tough round to score. I thought that overall, Ramirez was scoring more punches, and then the big left dislodging that mouthpiece, that could have turned things around in that particular round. There was the uppercut
Ramirez
scored.
gets through.
Yeah. And then,
There.
oh, that big left hand coming out of nowhere, dislodging that mouthpiece, and then the shot to the body.
Solid left hook there to the body.
And did you see Ramirez double up after taking that shot to the midsection?
There we see the MPBL staff of Senator Manny Pacquiao. Everyone is on its feet here at the San Andres Sports Complex. What a battle it's been.
Well, we called it the showdown in Manila. Living up to expectations, Diane. Everybody's so excited to watch this main event where so much is on the line.
Exactly, the right to fight Tete of South Africa, the regular WBO Bantamweight champion. Well, you know, this is very reflective of the Mexico versus Filipino duels.
And what about this body attack now?
Oh boy.
By John Riel Casimero.
He seems to want to finish the fight in this round. Can he do it?
Ramirez seems to be folding up here.
But he's fighting back.
When he's taking those shots to the midsection, he's grimacing in pain.
Giving it his all, as you see Coach Nonoy Neri egging the Filipino on. Take my hat off to Ramirez. He's taken a lot in this fight.
Now there's blood coming out of the right nostril of Cesar Ramirez. Again, a shot to the side of the body by John Riel Casimero. Ramirez is feeling the hurt on his body.
There's a... Oh.
Ramirez is not throwing too many punches now. He's fighting defensively. He's looking to survive. But if you're Casimero, you can't be too careful. Those punches being thrown by Ramirez have no impact whatsoever.
Yeah, he's just going through the motions.
Yeah.
Clearly,
the sting is gone.
Clearly winded, Cesar Ramirez. But he's still letting his hands go. Oh, wobbly legs.
He's ready to go.
Oh, Casimero just itching to launch here. looking for the opening.
Ramirez has little left. But for Casimero, one shot to the midsection. That's what he's looking for. A shot to the side of the body.
But make no mistake about it. Oh, down, it's down, it's down. And I think it's out. It's over.
That's it.
Oh, what a
we knew it was happening.
beautiful ending to this fight.
We knew it was going to happen.
Now we have a winner by knockout and still the WBO Interim World Bantamweight Champion, Cuadro Alas, John Riel Casimero.
So guys, that was an exhilarating fight, definitely one for the fight fans that favor action and knockdowns. We can always expect to see speed and power in the bantamweight category. Casimero started early with high-powered attacks. This is a normal tactic by Casimero, as we can see in many of his fights. He is usually aggressive when the bell rings. After forcing the action, Casimero made his advances in aggression more successful by changing the range and adding in a few feints. This ultimately limited Ramirez's ability to land his counters, although he still managed to land a few, but not nearly as much as he would have liked to push Casimero back. Casimero was able to land a clubbing counter left hook that left Ramirez staggering to the canvas. This occurred in the third, and Ramirez was able, of course, to weather the storm and last the round. I must stress though that I really enjoyed watching this fight, because even after the knockdown, Ramirez came back pumping his jab, following up with the right hand, and really wanted to assert himself and get back into the fight. As the taller fighter, I saw this move to use his jab as a good one, but if he uses the jab and the lead hand at the same tempo, rhythm and speed, it becomes easy enough for Casimero to avoid it. Rather, what a taller fighter needs to do with the lead hand is very detailed and important. The technique of the jab is simply not enough, so deception is the first veil of mastery that needs to be employed. Then varying the speed of the jab, utilize different points of delivery for the jab, off varied body movement, feint, and also change the rhythm of your movement while posturing aggressively. These are all different and extremely important areas of skill to develop for use against a shorter opponent. Anyway, as we saw throughout the fight, it was very action-packed, with both boxers providing a good account of themselves. I don't think the second knockdown in the 5th round was a good call at all. I think Ramirez lost balance after reaching, and Casimero also missed the punch. After Ramirez had a few good moments in the middle to late rounds, especially in the 6th and the 9th, Casimero was able to close the fight with a decisive right hand on Ramirez's chin to secure the fight as a knockout victory. A brilliant fight with great entertainment. Anyway guys, that's all for now. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please remember to smash the like button if you have enjoyed watching this particular update. Leave a comment in the comment section if you want to add anything about Casimero. So until my next one, peace out.